This is probably going to be the most basic of the movies that I create. We're going to actually just take a look here at the very, very basic things that you need to know to work with Reason 4's Combinator device. So I'm going to start things off by taking my Reason song here and adding a Combinator, going to the Create menu and choosing Combinator. And I've got a blank Combinator now. My next option here is to start adding instruments or effects, but really what I want to do first is add a mixer. So I have two choices for mixers. I can use the Mixer 14.2, which is the big mixer that we tend to use the beginning of every Reason song, or I can use this smaller mixer, the Line Mixer 6.2, which is actually specifically designed to work within the Combinator here. So I've added the Line Mixer 6.2, and now I can just go ahead and start creating instruments, and they'll get routed automatically. So I'm going to create a subtractor, close that up, and I'm going to create a maelstrom, and let's go ahead and add one of the samplers. How about an NN19? And I'm going to tab to view the back, and you can see that these all have all been routed automatically to inputs 1, 2, and 3 on the micro mix, the line mixer. And let's see, if I play a note, you can hear the subtractor and the maelstrom together, but you're not hearing anything from the NN19 because I haven't loaded a patch yet. So let's start loading some patches. What do we got here? And one of those, and let's go ahead and grab this. So what I've done is I've immediately created a completely new instrument that probably has never been created before, and using 3 different patches here. And that's just the very absolute beginning of what we can do with the Combinator. So I've got my 3 instruments here, and I'm going to select the micro mix, and I'm going to create some effects here. I'm going to create a phaser, and I'm going to create a delay. Now, by creating the phaser with the micro mix selected and creating the delay with the phaser selected, what I've done is I've created aux effect routing, which means I can add effects, these 2 effects, to any of these instruments by using the channel aux send knob. So let's hear just the NN19 soloed. And we'll add the maelstrom and the subtractor. And I can adjust the level of each instrument if I want, let's say, less subtractor and more maelstrom. And I can go in here and make changes within the instrument itself. Let's bring this down an octave. And when I save the patch, as I'm about to do here by clicking the Combinator Save Patch button, all of the changes, all of my routings, all of the changes that I've made within the instruments, these are all going to be saved as a part of my patch. And of course, I can now completely change my patch by loading new patches to the individual instruments. I can make adjustments to the levels, how much aux I want to include, and I can also select any instrument and create another effect an insert effect. Let's see here. How about advanced reverb? I'm going to adjust the dry wet and echo room. And at any time here, I could add up to 3 more instruments. I could add more effects to individual instruments or to my aux chain here. So that's a look at what's really just the very beginning of what's available working within the Combinator. For another look at some of the possibilities in the Combinator, be sure to check out the movie that I've got up here on modulation routing within the Combinator device.
Please hang up and try again.